Your daughter might be cute, but not having you as her mother would have been better. And she has no future prospects. Oh, what a shame.
Excuse me? What kind of harassment is this? Are you actually making fun of my child? That's completely unacceptable.
Did I say something wrong? I'm just being honest about what everyone thinks. Adam could have married someone more suitable.
I can't believe you're saying these things. Amy is your granddaughter. What did I ever do to make you dislike me this much?
Don't act innocent. You've been looking down on our family since day one. Just because you have a good job doesn't mean you're better than us.
I've never looked down on anyone. I've always tried to be respectful to you. Why are you suddenly attacking me like this?
I'm not scared of you being angry. But about Michelle's baby shower, I heard you're coming. Why are you even showing up? You're not even family.
What do you mean I'm not family? I've been married to Adam for 5 years now. Of course I'm coming to celebrate Michelle's baby.
You weren't there for her during the hard times. Where were you when she was struggling? And you just show up now to pretend you care.
I'm coming because I was invited. I'm genuinely happy about Michelle's successful pregnancy, and I'm so glad both mother and baby are doing well.
You must be jealous.
What? Jealous of what exactly?
Don't play dumb. You know exactly what I mean. The way you've been acting since Michelle announced her pregnancy.
I really don't understand what you're implying. Could you please explain?
My daughter could have a son while you couldn't. He'll be the family heir after all.
Family heir? What are you talking about? Your husband is just a regular office worker. There's no inheritance to speak of.
You're so materialistic. Always thinking about money. This is about family legacy.
I still don't understand why you're being so hostile. What legacy are you talking about?
That's not the point. I just don't understand. Obviously, everyone wants a son more than a daughter.
That's an incredibly outdated way of thinking. Every child is precious. You should know that.
There you go again, acting like you know everything.
Well, that depends on the person, I think. Not everyone shares your views about sons and daughters.
Your parents must be so disappointed in a daughter like you. Always contradicting your elders. No respect at all.
Helen, Michelle is your daughter too, right? Weren't you happy when she was born?
What are you talking about? Of course I was happy. Don't try to twist my words.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I love my daughter and actually wanted a girl. I'm not jealous at all. Being jealous doesn't even make sense, honestly.
You're so arrogant, acting like you know better than everyone. This is why nobody in the family likes you.
That's not true at all. I get along well with everyone except you.
I really can't stand the way you talk. Always so smug. Like you're better than everyone else.
Excuse me? I'm just trying to have a normal conversation. Why do you always interpret everything I say in the worst possible way?
Because I see right through you. Getting pregnant and having a baby before Michelle when you're younger than her really pisses me off, and then you act all confident about it. And I don't understand why my husband dotes on your daughter so much.
There's nothing to see through. I'm always sincere with everyone. She's his first grandchild. That's completely normal. I'm sure John loves both Amy and Kyle equally as his grandchildren. You keep treating me like an outsider, but I'm Amy's mother and a member of this family. You're an important grandmother to Amy too, you know?
Important grandmother? Oh, don't try to butter me up now. So what? What's your point?
I'm trying to understand why you're so angry at me. What have I done wrong? Well?
Just stop. You clearly don't get it. You'll never understand our family.
You're right. I really don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't understand why you're so determined to push me away. I'm glad I had the day free. Looking forward to celebrating with everyone on Sunday.
We're looking forward to it. Of course I'm free. Thanks for checking in.
Of course! I'm really grateful to you too. How are you feeling? Are you getting enough rest?
Much better now that I'm not on bed rest. Kyle's such a good baby too. Barely cries at night.
That's wonderful. Amy was such a fussy baby at first. I barely slept for months.
And as for Kyle, well, I still can't believe how everything worked out.
I can't wait to meet him. Amy keeps asking when she can play with her cousin.
That's so sweet. I hope he and Amy become good friends. They're only a year apart. I'm sure they'll get along great.
Amy's already picked out some of her toys to share with him. She's so excited about being a big cousin.
Sarah, really, I don't even know how to thank you properly. I wish I could have thanked you sooner.
Please don't worry about it. We're family. I'm just so happy everything worked out.
But I had to stay on bed rest. I felt terrible not being able to properly thank you.
The late pregnancy hospital stay was tough, wasn't it? Don't worry about it at all. Please don't think twice about it. I'm just so happy that you had a successful delivery and Kyle is here and healthy. I'm really excited to meet him.
You've done so much for us. Not just the clinic recommendation. About that, I've been wanting to talk about it. The money.
Oh, we can talk about that whenever. Please don't worry about it. I did it because I wanted to help. I know how expensive treatments can be.
Still, you didn't have to do that. Especially after paying for your own treatments.
I wanted to help. After my experience, I couldn't bear to see you struggle. Having someone who understands makes such a difference.
We're definitely going to pay you back. We've been setting aside money each month. My husband and I are so grateful. He wanted me to tell you again how much it means to us. I just wanted you to know that you've changed our lives.
Really, please don't worry about it. Having Kyle here healthy and happy is all that matters. And Amy is thrilled to have a cousin.
You're always so positive, even with everything else going on. I'm sorry about Mom.
It's not your fault. Let's just focus on celebrating Kyle. Looking forward to Sunday.
Yes, let's. Though I hope Mom behaves.
Whatever happens, we'll handle it. This is about celebrating Kyle.
You're right. Thank you for always being so understanding. See you Sunday. Just so you know, there's no sushi for you even though you showed up. I made sure they didn't order any extra.
What do you mean? I thought we were all having lunch together.
I'm saying we ordered sushi for everyone else, but not for you. You don't even care about celebrating the birth, so I don't know why you showed your face here. You really have some nerve showing up.
I don't understand. Michelle invited me personally. She specifically asked for me to be there. Why wouldn't there be food for me?
Because you're not wanted here. Michelle was just being polite. She couldn't exactly not invite her brother's wife.
Why are you being like this? Of course I'm here to celebrate. I've been supporting Michelle through her fertility treatments from the beginning.
Supporting her? You mean looking down on her? Acting all superior because you had a baby first.
What? Looking down on her? Where is this coming from?
Don't play innocent. I've seen how you act. Always bragging about your perfect little family.
I've never done anything like that. Michelle and I are close. We support each other.
You were probably laughing at my daughter for not being able to get pregnant. How could I consider someone like that family? You think you're so much better than everyone.
That's ridiculous. Why would I laugh about something like that? I went through the same struggles.
There you go again, making everything about yourself.
That's all in your head. You're completely misunderstanding everything. You've created this whole narrative that isn't true.
What are you talking about? I'm never wrong about these things. I know exactly what kind of person you are.
You're really going to regret this. You should probably stop while you can. You don't know what you're talking about.
Are you threatening me now? I don't understand what you're rambling about. Just get out. Get out of my house.
This is Michelle and her husband's house, isn't it? When did it become your house?
I live here too, so it's my house too. Non-family members need to leave. You don't belong here.
Are you serious right now? You're really going to do this at Kyle's celebration?
I said get out. You're making me sick. Why would we order expensive sushi for you? This is my daughter's celebration, so we splurged on high-end sushi. Oh, but none for outsiders like you. You can lick some soy sauce if you want. That should be enough for someone like you.
I'm leaving. I won't stay where I'm not wanted.
Running away already? Oh, how disappointing. I thought you'd put up more of a fight about staying. You're leaving pretty easily. Shows how much you really care about family.
Helen, please don't contact us anymore. This is beyond unacceptable.
What are you trying to say? You think you can cut off contact with family?
I'm leaving because I don't want to deal with this nastiness anymore. I'm really sorry to Michelle, but I can't handle being around you anymore. I think it's best if we cut ties. You've made it clear how you feel about me.
Oh, now you're acting like the victim. How dare you be so disrespectful? Fine by me. I don't want anything to do with you either. Don't ever come to this house again. I'll tell Michelle not to let you in. See how she chooses between us.
Fine. Do whatever you want. You insulted my daughter. You've completely misunderstood everything about me. I don't think I can deal with you anymore. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Good riddance. Don't come crawling back later. Michelle will understand once I explain everything. Where did you go? What did you say to Michelle? Why isn't she answering my calls? Michelle is absolutely furious. What lies did you tell her? She is demanding that I leave the house.
Is that right? Well, that's to be expected. Your comments to me were pretty awful, Helen.
She is acting completely unreasonable. What exactly did you say to her? You must have twisted everything.
I didn't need to twist anything. The truth was enough.
What do you mean awful? Why is Michelle angry at me? She kept saying something incomprehensible about you being her guardian angel. I have no clue what she's talking about. What did you do to turn my daughter against me?
Maybe that's because you never try to listen to anyone else. You just make assumptions and act on them. I don't think I did anything that special. But I know Michelle considers me her guardian angel because I introduced her to her current fertility clinic.
What? You mean the OBGYN clinic? The expensive one?
Yes. It's a well-known fertility clinic that's usually booked months in advance, but my college friend works there as a doctor. I used my connection to help get her in.
Really? Wait, that connection was through you? But I thought...
Yes, it was. I went to that clinic myself, and it helped me get pregnant, so I recommended it to Michelle.
You went to the clinic for fertility treatments? Oh, but you got pregnant so easily.
Yes, I had fertility treatments too. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd look down on me and say horrible things. Besides, there was no need to tell you. In the end, I was able to have my beautiful daughter.
You mean you had fertility issues too? But you always seemed so... Why didn't anyone tell me?
You just assumed I was showing off to Michelle about getting pregnant, and you made me your enemy based on that assumption. But that was all in your head. You never bothered to ask or understand.
Well, this is unexpected. But still.
Also, the previous clinic they were going to turned out to be pretty sketchy and cost them a lot of money. They were struggling with whether to try another round of treatment, so I gave them some money to help. I couldn't bear to see them give up.
Money? What do you mean money? How much money?
Michelle and Adam are very conscientious people, so they've already paid back more than half. I know unexpected expenses can be tough. I told them they could pay me back whenever, but they insisted.
Just wait a minute. Who exactly are you? How do you have that kind of money? What's your game here?
I work in healthcare. Plus, I got married later in life, so I had time to save up. There probably won't be any other big expenses for a while. I went through fertility treatments myself, so I wanted to support Michelle. But you denied all of that and kicked me out. Don't you think that was disrespectful to your own family?
Well, I haven't heard any of this before, so how was I supposed to know? Nobody tells me anything. What are you trying to say? Just come back already. The sushi's getting warm and nobody's eating because of your drama. You've ruined the whole celebration.
Are you kidding me? You old bat. You're still trying to blame me?
Excuse me, what did you just say? How dare you speak to me that way?
This isn't my drama. This is your drama. I left because you told me to get out, and I told you I was cutting ties with you. Oh, and I talked to Adam briefly about the situation. He agrees with me. About everything.
Adam agrees with you, but he's my son.
He just messaged me saying that Michelle is furious and your husband is angry too. They're probably going to kick you out. Actions have consequences, Helen.
What? Kick me out? Oh, that's ridiculous. I am Adam and Michelle's mother. They can't kick me out of my own house.
Again, it's not your house. You just moved in with Michelle and her husband when your husband threatened divorce and separation. You were just using their place as an escape. Did you think no one knew?
Sarah, how do you know about that? Nobody's supposed to know about that. Who told you?
No, the whole family knows. John has been talking to everyone about his concerns for a while now. Everyone's been worried.
The family? Family? What are you talking about? You're an outsider. How dare they discuss family matters with you?
See, you're the only one who thinks that. I'm part of the family. I care about Michelle and John. Though I definitely don't consider you family. You don't consider me family either. You're really selfish. You know that?
So you've all been secretly gossiping about me behind my back? That's horrible. They're my family. You had no right.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have blown through John's savings, sold his precious belongings, or racked up debt giving money to younger men. Maybe then people wouldn't need to talk about you.
Hold on. How do you know all that? Who told you about the money?
I told you already. Everyone knows. Adam wasn't happy about it either, apparently. You just barged into their house and acted like you owned the place. They only let you stay because Michelle needed help after giving birth, but you've really crossed the line now.
They're going to kick me out. This can't be happening.
Maybe you should have a proper conversation with John about your future. I won't be seeing you anymore. Oh, and Adam is absolutely livid that you insulted Amy.
What? I didn't insult her. Isn't this all just a misunderstanding? I was just joking.
You said I must be jealous because I had a girl instead of a boy. Amy is more than enough for me. You really said some awful things. Actually, thinking about it again is making me angry. Don't contact me anymore.
Wait a minute. What do you mean don't contact you anymore? You're not coming back? Can't we all just make up? Let's talk about this.
That's impossible. You'd need to completely change your way of thinking first. And I don't think that's possible. No, definitely not possible. Goodbye. Don't contact me again. How are you doing? I'm sorry I left early when you'd invited me. But Kyle is absolutely adorable. I wish I could have stayed longer.
Sarah, thank you. And I am so sorry. I can't believe how awful my mom was. I couldn't believe the things she was saying. I'm really sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize at all. None of this is your fault. But I feel bad about ruining the celebration lunch. Everyone must have been uncomfortable.
Please stop apologizing. You didn't ruin anything. My mom ruined it with her behavior. We'll have another meal together soon, without her this time. Mom's moving out.
Really? Did she accept that? I can't imagine her going quietly.
You're right about that. Accept isn't quite the right word. More like she had no choice. The whole family, we're all just done with her. She's been crying and making scenes, but nobody's backing down this time.
That must be so hard for you. Are you okay?
I mean, she's still my mother, but after everything that's happened, especially with what she did to Dad, I can't be on her side anymore, not after seeing how she treated you and the things she said about Amy.
How is your dad handling all this? How did John want separation and divorce, right? Does she have somewhere to go?
That's the thing. Dad's too soft. He'll probably let her stay at home for now. My husband is checking to make sure she doesn't take any more of their assets, though. We've already frozen several accounts.
That must be so awkward. Having to be suspicious of your own family is really stressful, isn't it? I'm sorry you're dealing with this.
Yeah, it's been really difficult. But in a way, I'm glad everything's out in the open now. So anyway, she's moving out of our place. We changed the locks yesterday. Please come visit us anytime. You're always welcome here.
Yeah. Thank you. Maybe this will be a wake-up call for her. Sometimes people need to hit rock bottom before they can change.
I think getting chewed out by you finally made her understand. She's never had anyone stand up to her like that. It's about time someone did. Dad loves Amy so much, so he couldn't forgive how she treated you. He was furious when he heard what she said, called her immediately to tell her off.
Just hearing that is enough for me. Knowing the family supports us means everything. Though I definitely don't want to see Helen for a while. But that should be fine since we won't have any reason to meet.
We completely understand. Take all the time you need. Family doesn't treat each other the way she treated you. Real family supports each other like you did for us. Hey, why won't you let me in? I know you can see me at the door. Are you not home? I've been waiting for 20 minutes.
What are you talking about? Where are you?
I came to your house. Let me in. We need to talk. It's cold out here.
Why? Why would you come to my house? I told you not to contact me.
My husband is saying weird things. He says he'll only let me stay if I get a job. Says he might let me stay in the house if I work. That doesn't make any sense. I'm his wife, not his employee.
Sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
And Michelle told me never to come near her, so I used the address from your Christmas card. I have nowhere else to go. You have to help me.
Wait. Are you at our old apartment? The one from the Christmas card?
Yes, but nobody's answering. The lights are on, though.
We moved from there at the end of last year. Those aren't our lights. Someone else lives there now.
What? I didn't hear about that. I don't know your address. Tell me where you live. I need somewhere to stay tonight.
I specifically told Adam not to give you our address because I didn't want you showing up uninvited. Good thing he didn't. So you're not even at my house right now. You're harassing strangers. Where else did you go? What are you going to do now? Where are you planning to go?
This is ridiculous. How can you be so cold? Where am I supposed to go? I'm your mother-in-law.
Listen here, you old hag. Go home and get a job. Stop making your problems everyone else's responsibility.
How dare you speak to me like that? After everything I've been through, you have no respect.
Sorry, but you're really getting on my nerves now. Don't you realize how generous John is being? Think about it. After everything you've done, he's still willing to let you stay if you just get a job. You're not going to find many people that are forgiving.
Maybe you're right, but working at my age, it's embarrassing.
You've only been able to avoid working because of John. But even he has his limits. Maybe it's time to face reality. Get a job and apologize to John properly. If you can't do that, you can sleep on the streets for all I care.
You don't have to be so harsh. I'm still family. You should show more compassion.
I'm giving you advice, even though we've cut ties. You could at least be grateful. But I've got nothing else to say to you. Figure it out yourself. You're 60 years old. Handle your own problems.
Sarah, please, I made some mistakes. Can't we start over?
No. Go home. Get a job. Stop texting me.
You'll regret this. When you're my age, you'll understand.
Blocking your number now. Good luck with the job search.
Mom's been causing trouble, but she seems to have settled down a bit. She's actually sticking with the convenience store job. We're thinking about letting her see Kyle again. What do you and Adam want to do?
So she's still working at that convenience store? I honestly didn't think she'd last a week.
Yeah. She went in thinking anyone could do convenience store work, but there was so much to learn. Got put through the ringer by a teenage shift leader. Had to learn the register system 3 times because she kept messing up. Seems like she's really reflecting on things now. She keeps telling Dad she wants to apologize to you.
Really? That must have been quite humbling for her.
You should hear her complain about standing all day and dealing with difficult customers. She says she never knew how hard service work was.
People really can change, huh? I'm honestly surprised. I never imagined John would take her back. After everything she did.
Dad's too kind, really. Sometimes I think he's being too soft. But she is trying. We actually suggested he go through with the divorce, but there were pension and retirement concerns. But he said if she's really sorry and works hard to pay back what she took, he might forgive her. He's too soft, isn't he? Always giving people another chance.
Maybe that's what love is. Knowing someone's flaws and still choosing them. If she's really changing.
She's different now. More humble. Actually listens sometimes. Sarah, I can never thank you enough for the fertility clinic. We paid back the money, but that doesn't even begin to cover our gratitude. When everything happened with Mom, I was scared we'd lose you too. I thought you might not want to talk to us anymore. Thank you for still being close with us.
Of course. We're family. That never changed. I actually grew up with 3 brothers, so I always wanted a sister. I'm so happy to be close with you and that our kids are around the same age. Nothing could change that.
I didn't know that about you. About your brothers. Thank you for sharing that with me. It means a lot. Please come visit anytime. Kyle misses his aunt.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Despite everything that happened, maybe some good came from it all.
I think so too. Mom's learning some hard lessons, but maybe they were necessary ones.
Time will tell. For now, let's just focus on the kids. Amy's been asking about playing with Kyle.
They're so sweet together. Real cousins. Real family.
After discussing it with Adam, we decided to wait a while longer before seeing Helen again. While we consider Michelle's family part of our own, the things Helen said aren't easily forgiven. According to John and Michelle, Helen asked to apologize to us and see Amy almost daily, but we want to see more genuine change from her first. To be honest, we'll consider reconnecting once she's shown real remorse through her actions and proven herself trustworthy. At least it seems like she and John are starting to work things out, so that's something positive.